on gang violence?
My views as a police officer in regards to gang violence. I think gangs in general is just a bad idea. Most kids from middle school into high school, they look at gangs as far as leadership. You hang out with a couple of kids, think you're like a group of friends. You want to be tough in school just to show off to other people, and then wanting to lead into you get in trouble, hanging out with the wrong crowd, start getting into fights, then you start getting locked up, and then eventually you end up behind bars.
Okay. Like in this community, is gang violence like a real big issue, or?
I believe in every community gang violence is an issue just because generally it's what kids see on TV. You watch the movies, television shows, reality shows, and you see these gangs, you see kids wearing colors, the beads, the potential danger of being in a gang.
You said beats?
Beads.
Oh,
You see the kids wearing the beads on the necks, like you got the Latin Kings, they wear yellow and black, Crips, blue, Bloods, they wear red.
Do you have a question?
like, are you doing anything, like, is there any organizations, like, trying to stop the association of gang or anything?
Well, in every precinct there's specialized units such as anti-crime, conditions teams that address the gang issues in schools. There's also school safety, which I'm pretty sure you guys see the school safety officers in your school. As far as stopping it, I mean, you're never going to stop any of it. It's just going to continue to happen. But by trying to enforce it, we try to reach out to the young kids who know being in a gang is it's not going to benefit you. No, being in a gang is it's not going to benefit you.
Another question. So like basically when you guys like I guess you get a call if there's something going on with the gang, like what's the first thing that you usually see? Is it more like fights, or does it have to do with drugs, or?
It's a little bit of everything. What do you think? Why do you think people are in gangs?
I think people are in gangs just because some people don't feel like they get enough attention. Some people feel like they don't have anybody there for them. So when you're in that type of situation, you get, that's when the influence starts to hit you. And that's, unfortunately that's the bad influence, but they feel like they have people there for them.
Yeah, they get more
And they get
powerful
attention.
feedback.
Yeah. I think it's something to do with the power struggle too. Like,
I'm gonna tell you another thing. All right, being in a gang, people might think it's cool. Now let's say, God forbid, you say you know somebody who's in a gang. Maybe they have a beef, what you call on the streets, with someone else. Now you happen to be with this individual. They get into a fight. So maybe it's you, and you, all three of you together. You're with this individual who is in a gang. Now he gets into a fight with somebody, and I don't know if you would do it, you would do it. But say this individual does get into a fight, and you decide to jump in. Let me help my friend out. One of you, maybe you kick the person, maybe you smack the person, maybe you punch the person. Now all three of you, or all four of you, are going to get arrested for gang assault. That's not going to leave your record. So anytime you're stopped on the street by the cops, we put your name in the computer, it's going to come up gang member. Now you might have been an innocent person, you just happened to be there, the wrong place at the wrong time, but it doesn't go that way. You know that person, you got to watch who you're with. That's the most important thing. Who you are, the ropes, They were young at the age. Young kids are immature. They don't, like I said, they don't know what they're getting themselves into. They think it's cool, you want to hang out, you want to smoke the cigarettes. I see plenty of kids smoking cigarettes, not even 17. It's a public image. I'm going to smoke a cigarette, people think I'm cool. It's not cool. It's going to lead to lung cancer, future health problems. It's not cool. Then it goes from cigarettes, then it goes to the marijuana, then it goes to the drinking. What does it lead to? Who are you impressing? You're not impressing nobody.
You're pressing your deathbed.
right. Because in the end, that's it. I mean, like, when you get in trouble as well, it doesn't affect you alone. It affects your parents as well. And I think that's the worst thing you can do to your parents. Like, personally, I'm not afraid to say that I know somebody, and it just affected my entire family. And it took a while.
Somebody in a gang?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you another thing. All right, being in a gang, people might think it's cool. Now let's say, God forbid,
I think it's something to do with the power struggle too. Like,
or they think it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think they're cool.
That's the big thing.
Can't do this.
right.
I'm not asking you that do you know anybody personally in your family, but do you know people who are in a gang?
Yeah.
Do you know people who have gotten in trouble for being in a gang? Now what happens when that individual gets in trouble? Do all of those friends who are so tight with them have their back?
No.
Are those friends there
Never.
are those friends there at the courts to bail them out?
Nope.
No, they're not there. Why?
'Cause they're not true friends.
They're not their true friends. It's all funny games until somebody gets hurt, until somebody gets in trouble. Then you can be the biggest gangster out there in the streets. As soon as you're behind cuffs, you're crying to mommy and daddy. Your mother and father are the only ones who care about you. Your mother and father are the only ones who love you. So, you know, when mommy and daddy tells you to come in the house at 9 o'clock because bad things are happening out the street, they're telling you because they know what happened. They've been through the ropes, you know. They were young at an age. Young kids are immature. It doesn't go that way. You know that person, you know, you gotta watch who you with. That's the most important thing. Who you are. You know, put yourself with people who, you know, represent you. Don't hang around with a person, you know, who you know is a gang member, who's going to get, you know, to bad things. Just because, you know, they're cool, they're popular, maybe I'll get to hang out with these people because I'm with this person. It's not good for you.
I agree. That's it?
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Rag city, bitch. Rag city, bitch. Rag city, bitch.
What's that on that beat?
Rag city. 10, 20s on your 100 D VIP, no guest list. TT